is only one Indigenous broadcaster championing the cause for the restoration of Biafra. Biafra Human Rights Radio. Of course, unstoppable and remains the truth. It has been so since yesterday, and it is today and forever. There is only one Indigenous broadcaster championing.
Guide all our moves. together, together, together. The more we fight together, and stronger we shall be. The more we fight together, together, together. The more we fight together, and stronger we shall be. Rising sun, hey, rising sun. Biafra is the only hope of Africa. Biafra is the only hope of Africa. Believe it or leave it, Biafra is the only hope of Africa. We've been crying, the world claim not to hear. And we've been lamenting, the world claim not to hear. Our tears flow, the world claim not to see. And our blood flow, the world claim not to see. This is a crime, oh no, against humanity. Oh no, yeah, this is a crime. Eritrea spoke out, they were given independence. South Sudan spoke, they were given independence. Namibia spoke out, they were given independence. Give me the reason my people got to be neglected. Give me the reason my people got to be rejected. Give me the reason our freedom got to be a crime. Give me the reason our own freedom got to be denied. Hey, Biafra is the only hope of Africa. I tell you what, Biafra is the only hope of Africa. Hey, Biafra is the only hope of Africa. Believe it or leave it.
Yes, of course, Biafra is the hope of Africa. I would not totally agree that is the only hope of Africa, but I can subscribe to the truth that Biafra is the hope of Africa. That having been said, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. As always, this is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Biafra Human Rights and Freedom radio station, being anchored by Diokba Uche Ukafomefo, who hails from Abatete in Anambra State, Biafra land. He is the man who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. I will also seize this opportunity as customary demand on this platform to acknowledge members of the de facto customary government, from the parliament, which is the advisory body, to the executive, the implementation organ of the de facto customary government, of course headed by Alhaji Asare Dokubo, and then acknowledge every member, other pro-Biafran group. I acknowledge all of you. Acknowledge members of the Biafra Nation Alliance, of course the genuine one. You are highly appreciated, the media department, the administrators. You are highly appreciated, the board of trustees. And at the same time, I acknowledge our brothers. Let me see if they are there. They are on already. You have Prince Ikago. Of course, he said Gossip Radio. I acknowledge you. Those are indigenous people of Nandakano. They must always go to every platform. As far as you are not blowing their trumpet, as far as you are not praising them for doing nothing, praising them for robbing you, they will come out against you. They antagonize you. They castigate you. They blackmail you. But that is their cause. But I am their destiny, and I am their doom. Sooner or later, they will understand. I welcome you. Start insulting your father and your mother. Like I said, it is your cause. The next generation must be wary of them. It is not their fault. We're still praying for them, looking for solution to deliver them. But it looks like they do not have any choice, because they will surely be delivered in the end. Acknowledge that man and woman out there who decide to identify with us in this struggle. You are not a Biafran, but yet you understand what we are talking about. You're highly appreciated. I thank the Most High God, the creator of heaven and earth, he who has set our feet upon this path that we must follow. I thank him so much, because without him, we would have been gone as a people. And having said that, we will move on into our broadcast this evening, which is simply titled Defending and Rewriting Our Pedigree. Defending and Rewriting Our Pedigree. That is our topic this evening. Just a minute. I think some distraction on the line, but I'll be back in a minute.
Together, the more we fight together, and stronger we shall be. Rising sun, rising sun. Biafra is the only hope of Africa. Biafra is the only hope.
Yes, of course. Sorry for the interruption. And then we must continue. Like I said earlier, our topic is simply titled Defending and Rewriting Our Pedigree. The number one way forward in the Biafra Restoration Project is the need to defend and then as well rewrite our pedigree. First of all, it is imperative that we understand what pedigree is. Pedigree is the record of ancestral or lineage. Record of ancestors or lineage of a people, a person, or family. If you consider what is happening in the Biafran Restoration Project, for us to move forward, we must be ready not just to defend our pedigree, but necessity as well demand that we have to rewrite it. And then I state, this is a history of a person or family. In other words, the history of our ancestors must be defended. The history of individual, our personal record, must be defended. And if for any reason it's not in order, we must rewrite it. So it is important that we understand what this pedigree is, why we must defend it, and as well look into why it should be rewritten when necessary. Defending our pedigree in relationship with what is said. When we say let's defend our pedigree, remember we are still talking about Biafra Restoration Project. A lot of things are going on. Those of you who are on Facebook, though the video is not very clear, but that is the recent burning down of building, houses belonging to IPOB member, ESN, unknown gunmen. In the last 72 hours, so many buildings have been burnt down. Of course, we know the pedigree of Nigeria. We know their history as a nation. We know the code of conduct of the Nigerian military, how they function. We know the position we stand before the Nigerian judicial system. And we know what our fates are in the Nigerian state in every issue, situation, or circumstance. And then it becomes very clear that we are not sincere to ourselves, or rather maybe we are naive when we make certain actions. We understand the challenges we are facing as a people. For instance, as far as the Nigerian state is concerned, if you kill any military man, in fact, if any military man happens to die in your area, let's assume by natural causes, let's assume an army man slum and collapses in any area, maybe as a result of being sick. Do you know the Nigerian military will come and burn that area down until they find out who is responsible for the death of that military personnel? We already know. And by the time there are evidence that yes, this military man was killed, that means they are going to rape all of you in that community. They are going to burn your house down. They are going to deal with you as if you were to be animal. We wish that thing never happened, except you are able to provide the corporates. We know these things already. And then some of us, we sit back. You drag this trouble into your house. And then tomorrow you begin to look for who to blame. Where is our brother, okay, foreign? Onyolo. I hope you are enjoying Olo. But your children are not in Olo. But the point is, does Olo people even know what they're coming into? And so they will prepare and go to your villages, your community. They know who you are already. When they arrest IPOB member, they torture him or her. They sing. They sing like parrot. Go and ask Obase, he's singing. Go and check Ojuku, he's singing. Go and ask Idirago, they are all singing. They sing very well. And so some of you think you are invincible. So China Samuru will call you and tell you, go and kill your brother, go and kill your brother. And you are doing that. And in the course of it, you kill a military man. Some of them, you took their gun. They have all your record. I want to believe for a while they were watching to see the reaction of our political leaders, monarchs and elites. They have concluded their investigation. And so they have all your houses. They will come one after the other. And now those of you on Facebook, imagine those buildings. There are innocent men and women in those houses, elderly people, and most of them, their life will never remain the same again. And some of you are in diaspora. You are raising funds for our people to kill army. You are raising funds. And maybe in your heart, you are defending Biafra land. The Biafra you know nothing about. And what are you going to say? As always, they are killing also. They are killing also. Pedigree. Histories that must be defended or be rewritten. They are killing also. They are killing also. Those of you who are responsible sponsoring this chaos, you have not paid your own price yet. Most people don't understand what is going on. Some people will come and say, leave Nnamdi Kanu, where is the next way forward? Gossip radio is only Nnamdi Kanu. For God's sake, you are not sincere to yourself. They are doing fundraising to take care of Nnamdi Kanu family. And take care of Nnamdi Kanu with his Gucci inside prison, supposedly. And then others are in the bush. The ones that are not in the bush, they are out there burning your houses. Is this how Biafra is going to come? Is this how Biafra is going to come? We are fortunate to be exposed to certain truth. We will examine the power of truth before we will shield our sword. Until then, we stand on this path. Our people who want to hear, let them hear. But this thing, that is this evil that is being generated in our communities, is going to affect all of us. A lot of people are speaking from diverse angles, trying to make their point, which are easily misunderstood. If you like, you have sense. If you don't like, don't have sense. We continue telling you the truth. Barrister Jofor has come and told you everything I'm saying is in the canon. Of course, we know. The autopiloters are there. The unknown government of Funande Kano are there. They are killing themselves. Our people, no Fulani here, no Hausa here, no Janjaweed here. And now they are in a Ebonyi state now. I think IPOB, one of IPOB camp in Ebonyi state have been blown up this evening. But you know what they are telling you? Simeon Ekpa is from Ebonyi state. So now the Kano from Abia state is going to use his zombie to ravage Ebonyi state. And of course, tonight I say David Umahi, kudos. Now you fit them well. Kudos. Because without the drastic action of David Umahi and the formidable Ibubago, by now, Ebonyi state, Abia state, Ebonyi state, Anambra state, and Imo state will be a replica of OD. Not by the Nigerian military, but by ourselves. They are killing us. They are killing us. If you are an Igbo man, you are listening to me. I want you to check history of revolution from Ogoni down to River State to Bayelsa and any other place it has ever happened. Do you see them spending their energy and resources killing their people? And most of you are clapping for Nnamdi Kanu. But it's unfortunate I'm not hearing Father Mbaka again. Your godson. I hope you are enjoying the activities of the unknown gunmen. The World Igbo Congress rushed out in a hurry to help arm some groups of charlatans. You want to fight for Biafra. This is the houses of people coming to defend us. And so, like I was saying, all of you who have introduced this evil, who have promoted this evil, you don't know what you have done. But the truth is that none of you will escape it. In Ebonyi State, they are trying to rubbish everybody. They are blackmailing Ebubago. Oh, 10 Ebubago have resigned because of the fear of unknown government. Who tell you? You don't reach. You don't reach. Who told you? You lie. These are histories. It is there for us to make amends or continue defending those evil pedigree, or we rewrite it. And so this evening, when we look at the need to defend or to rewrite our pedigree, our past history, you go beyond what you think you know you are doing. You are not aware of what is doing you. And so in as much as we know it's going to take you some time to get sense, to have sense, common one, we are not in a hurry. We will guide you. One man rise up. He want to destroy Ebonyi State because the governor of Ebonyi did not give Nnamdi Kanu money. The same Nnamdi Kanu is in prison with his Android phone, deceiving Simeon Ekpa. Simeon Ekpa cannot see very much. But I know he's fighting for his part payment, complete payment for the contract of changing narratives. See what you now they do now, self. Now the Kanu is encouraging Simeon. Don't let those rubbish DOS rubbish you, because that is how now the Kanu used to do during Mazime for time. Don't let them rubbish you. Stand up for your right. I'm giving you the order. Of course, Simeon no, he's now the Kanu that is sending him. Nelly Ofuebu, all of them. And the same time, he's telling Nelly Ofuebu, you do kingdom and the rest. Don't let them rubbish you. Challenge them. My brother is an idiot. He said this one. If you know fear Nande Kanu, even though you be Nande Kanu brother, if you know fear Nande Kanu, if you know fear Nande Kanu, you say Nande Kanu, holy. I remember there was a time his brother, fine boy, was duping people of immigration paper. Duping everybody. And this issue got to Nande Kanu. He knew, he's aware of it. When his father died, his brother wanted to take over the kingship. Nande Kanu no. Fine boy wanted to replace his father. Because Nande Kanu was on the run then. I know what Nande Kanu said about his brother. Brood of vipers. But that is their family business. It concerns them. But why am I bringing it up? So Nelly and Ofuebu, the whole Yahoo freedom fighter, you are rejoicing. Hey, he's in the Kanu that sent me. He's using all of you. Go and ask Ike Nawan on any. Go and ask Uchuka for Mefo. Go and ask Obidi Obienu. Go and ask Uche Nasiebu. Go and ask Chukwemeka Iruanya. All of them were played the same way all of you are playing. And when he has taken his title as the Jagaban of Igbo land, he's going to come out and play the God. You cannot perceive this truth because most of you, your heart is darkened already. That is why you can't perceive the truth. It is impossible. It is very evil. We can't be this heartless and deceptive to come out here and try to ginger your morale, give you false hope that Biafra is coming tomorrow. When we know that the Biafra we are looking for, we are just beginning. We are gauging oil. We have not even started the engine. Why? All because of Nande Kanu. The issue must be addressed, or else we are gone. Because most of you cannot see the level of hatred deposited around by IPONG. You have not felt it. You know, you are in diaspora, giving order in a bar, issues you know nothing about. You can yap on Facebook, you can say whatever you like, but the point is, our innocent brothers and sisters will pay dearly for it. Look at this building, burnt down now. You will discover that most of this building does not belong to those boys, because those in the bush, they are losers. Any IPOB member that is a volunteer, 90% of them are losers. They thought that is the end of their life. So if they must die, they will not die for nothing. My brother, your life is still useful. Come out from the bush. Stop killing for Simeon Ekpa. Stop killing for Nande Kanu. Stop killing thinking you are defending your fatherland. What you are doing, demanding for your right, agitating for your right to self-determination, it is within the law. That does not make you a criminal. But their normal processes is what makes you a criminal now. Don't let them bring you down that way. They killed the Ikonso. We told you, Nande Kanu no what killed the Ikonso. I say, we will name Douglas as Ikonso Street, Ikonso House. Otu Aburu is here. Biggie, Dragon. Where are all of them? I know there is a power that shapes my way. And each night I return to him. He has certainly assured me that nobody, you can't take my life. Nobody can rewrite any version of me. It's not possible. This confidence, assurance God gives to me. I do what I do. How many times have I escaped death? How many times? By the same IPOB. By people who claim to be my friends. Inside IPOB. And I sit and I look at all of them. How many times? Now why am I bringing all these things up? Because some of you are not the Kano agent. You are even inside Biafra nation. When I will blow your cover, you will know what you are doing to yourself. Go and ask Solomon Ebu. Idiot everywhere. They will tell them, don't cuss Nnamdi Kanu again. Leave Nnamdi Kanu again. Progress. Are you telling me blackmailing your brother is progress? Are you telling me blackmailing your sister is progress? Are you telling me we are going to achieve this Biafra unification by undermining other people's view? Your head is shaking. You don't have sense. May Nnamdi Kanu happen to all of you so that you will understand what life is saying. You got to move. Let's leave Nnamdi Kanu alone. Let's got to move. You don't get sense. Chief Wazurike can turn to Reverend Father today. That is his business. We are learning. Nnamdi Kanu spent almost 10 years every day. Wazurike. I think it started with Bilia Animal Rights. From Bilia Animal Rights, he moved to Wazurike, Hotelia. From Wazurike, he entered Asare Dokubo, Creek Pig. From there, he entered Billy Animal Right. He jumped from Billy Animal Right. He entered Nyanwodu. Onezendi Ocean and Yama. Only Nnamdi Kanu. Yorubandio Femano, Gota Media. Awusa Fulani Janja Weed. Only Nnamdi Kanu. Ndi Igbo, Ndi Shioji. Bad people, Igbo people. Only Nnamdi Kanu. It never occurred to any of you to caution him. And now you see why you lost your moral ground to even talk to people like us, because we are lenient. Who has it not destroyed? But we have not even moved on to the main stage. We are waiting for them to come out. They will come out. Nnamdi Kanu will come out. And then at the end of the day, those of you who are jumping up and down today, you think you are defending your fatherland. My brother, my sister, you are fooling yourself. Because the time to defend our fatherland is yet to come. Look at the position where we are. They are coming to hunt us down now. Nigerian military security. In the company of our own brothers. They are coming to hunt us down. With pleasure. And you are ready. Hey, Ayuba of Ambazonia, he speak tough. Unwe una no get sense. Na Ambazonia man go give us freedom. Una no get sense. I'm trying to give you history, pedigree. I never start the topic. Igodomi godo Biafra, Agadami gada Biafra, Okotomi koto Biafra, Igbo Biafra, Idoma Biafra, Ijo Biafra, Egala Biafra, Ototo tororo ndiohi. And now somebody has messed up everything. The same people saying all of us are Biafra. The same group of lunatics are now coming back and say, it's only Igbo. Kaichuwazi Igbo Biafra. Kaichua Igbo Biafra. Not until there is a replica of what is happening in Imo State, Ebonyi State, and part of Anambra State. If it does not happen in Abia State, then you are from Imo, you are from Abia, you are from Ebonyi, you are following Nnamdi Kanu. You are the worst enemy of your people. We must defend our history, our central history. This is not who we are. We don't follow lunatics. This is not who we are. It's not in our culture. Look at what all of you have become. Some of you think you are enjoying it from diaspora. You're on Facebook. You call them, you ginger their morale, send them few dollars. You compromise them. Of course, there is hunger everywhere. Let us proceed. When we talk about the issue of defending our pedigree, let us look at it in relation with some of these statements coming from our subordinates. They will say, it's in the history. They will say, Igbo don't love themselves. Igbo don't love themselves. Igbo don't love themselves. It's in the history of our people. And one of the genuine reasons, there are so many reasons why I joined IPOB in the first place. One of them was, we have a platform to prove that we love ourselves. And believe me, I still love all of you. I know from the Nigerian or Igbo definition of Igbo, I am not Igbo. But in the heart of genuine Igbo, I am Igbo man. And that is if your brain is still functioning. I was very glad. For the first time, we were rewriting this history, this pedigree. We love ourselves. I'm not talking about the group Igbo love themselves. You're trying to change the narrative, rebranding of the image, but action speaks louder than voice. Maybe 2 years ago, 3 years ago, we were shouting, they are killing us, oh, they are killing us, oh, they are killing us, oh, United Nations, oh, they are killing us, oh, give us Biafra, oh, they are killing us, oh. But at this moment now, who is killing us? People love themselves. Is that what you are telling me? This is how we love ourselves? But of the truth, we love ourselves. I found myself in position where I should holistically deny my Igbo identity because of idiots like Nnamdi Kanu and other fraudulent Nugu out there. But I tell you, I have no regret. In 100 lifetime, with what I know as an Igbo man, a calm man, if you like, call me Bendel Igbo, Agwaragwa Igbo, Ugodogo Igbo, that is your business. Only kayak and war. With what I know, having experienced the universe, in terms of spirituality, naturality, physicality, my brother, in 100 lifetime, we go nowhere. I'll be Igbo man. Not Yahoo. But there are certain decisions we did not make for ourselves. It was God who decided. And of course, the gift of God maketh increase and does not add sorrow. I didn't choose my mother. About a week ago, I don't know, something came over me. I felt my mother strongly. And I started praying for her. And then I said to myself, you're praying for a dead person. I told myself it doesn't matter. Whether dead or alive, I let my prayers be with her. But she was not the most beautiful woman. She was not the most educated. She was not the best. I would have been tempted to say, I wish this woman is my mother. But you know, and so with the knowledge I have of her, in 100 lifetime, she will still be my mother. I did not choose my father. Maybe I would have chosen Donald Trump. But those were not privileges given to me. Maybe if I want to choose where I will come from, I would have chosen to be Angel Gabriel or Michael. But I didn't have that choice to make. And if I ever did, it was not profitable to my brain. God decided all of them for me. And I'm very grateful for him. And so, speaking of myself, I love who I am. And so it is not just saying we love ourselves. Stop deceiving yourself and read the handwriting on the wall. And then call on this platform and prove to me that we love ourselves. I will floor you in 30 seconds. Just 2 questions, I will leave you confused. And that is because there is something wrong somewhere and it must be corrected. We wake up one day, now they cannot start attacking Uchimefo for a case study. Under our watch, they sold Radio Biafra to Nigeria. Under our watch, oh, I am broadcasting, and radio is broadcasting another place. All of you kept quiet. To you, is Uchimefo. Let's just kill him, wipe him out, then we move on. You don't have sense. All of you who support Nnamdi Kanu in this atrocity, you will share from your own, you will get your own portion. None of you can go and ask Nnamdi Kanu, this is your issue with Uchimefo. What is the problem? Nnamdi Kanu cannot come out and say, make a gift another idiot. Don't cause Uchimefo. I will handle it. Leave me and my deputy alone. But Nnamdi Kanu have not told you that Nigeria have returned the Radio Biafra to him. An idiot will come out and say, hey, don't talk about Nnamdi Kanu. Let's focus on unity. Thunder fire you and that unity. Evil people. Unity with who? Why did God not unite with Satan? Mad people. After how many years? God is still chasing Lucifer everywhere. And we were told God will still put him in chain. Why? Have you ever wondered? You cannot thought about how to repent from your evil. We are looking for unity in the era. Very shameful and disgusting. Igbo don't love themselves. Igbo don't love. This is where I come from. You are looking for Biafra. I wonder how that Biafra will be with all this madness people are exhibiting. I wonder how we are going to sit. Because in another 1,000 years after the restoration of Biafra, if we do not fight to defend and rewrite our pedigree, you don't know what you're asking for. Now, maybe you begin to see why God slowed down in restoring Biafra. Restoring Biafra. There is so much for us to learn. We talk about defending our pedigree. It can also be cited as when people say, for instance, Igbo love money. Igbo love money. When you talk about Igbo love money, Igbo love money. This is an experiment I move on with every day. I see somebody that say, you love money. You say, no, I don't love money. But the same person will tell you, Igbo hate money. And then I say, you hate money. You say, I don't hate money. Igbo love money. Igbo love money. Igbo love money. If you look at Gowon, he said, if you know we were like this, there was no need to buy arms and ammunition to fight Ojukwu. What he would have done is just carry a helicopter, begin to shoot them dollars and pounds. That we were going to use our hand to kill ourselves. Check the genesis of all this problem. It is when Nnamdi Kanu collected money, sealed us, delivered us, documented us openly from the enemy. That is where this problem started. He was collecting money from other governors. He was collecting money from most senators. He was harassing and intimidating politicians. Did the Rogers not tell you how much he gave to IPONC? You see Nnamdi Kanu, did he not tell you? Alan Onyema, did he not tell you? You want us to ask, okay, if any more no. Those were not issue. Those were not issue. But the same Fulani Janjaweed, he collected money from them. Why wouldn't they say Igbo loved money? Igbo love money. Since the arrest of Nnamdi Kanu, what is causing problem? Is it not money? Give us account. Change the account. Don't raise fund. Fundraising. Is it not money? It's gone so worse that it even run in our spirit, in our blood. to destroy you completely. They say, he steal. Money. Just with the little broken pieces of bread on the table. Look at what we have become. Our monthly due 500 only 500. Look at how they are getting mad. I know it's more than that anyway. What if you were the one selling oil, Nigeria oil, for over 60 years? What if you were the financial secretary? What if you were the permanent secretary? What if you were the director of NNPC? You see tons of millions of dollars shipping on from the Atlantic Oceans, the coastal region, the ocean boundaries of Biafra land. See them shipping out. People sitting on this money don't talk. Now they cannot just see small money. It gather all our money, satellite money, self-defense money, referendum money. All the money, United Nations money, all the money now they cannot gather them. That place you hide them for Germany, the one where you hide for America now they cannot, no worry. You go know about your loot and how your own loot will end. No, don't talk about Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu should be grateful that they arrested him. Because he will use his hand to bring out his safe. Just small money. So they keep saying it. We must prove them wrong. We like money. Yes. Anybody who say you don't like money, it is the love of money that is keeping Nigeria one, not the love of the people. It is the love of money that keep all of us working from money. In fact, 18 hours every day. When I see somebody in the diaspora telling me he work 6 hours and he's paid in dollar, I just shake my head. Because some of us work 18 hours every day and we are paying in kobo. Huh? I took some people out to work one day. These were students. They needed to raise money to support their education. There were 3 of them. I gave them job. They work from morning to night. They will not eat. They will be drinking only water. I was crying within me. I don't have the money to just give them and say, go, don't work again. And every day when they close, if they have to pay transport fare to and fro and eat like 2 times a day, the money they are working from 6 in the morning to 6 in the evening or 7 or 8 can't even pay their bills here in Nigeria. But I allow them face the challenges of life. And I'm happy they understand the whole situations. They worked. They made effort. And at the end of each day, I'll ask them, how much did you make today? They will tell me. And say, divide the money, let's know your percentage. They divide it. I say, then, where is the company's percentage? They bring. And then I look at them, grateful to God, that at least something will go wrong with them. Remember, they chew granite, not because it's a fruit. They chew granite to stop hunger, for God's sake. And then, they were to work with me for 2 weeks. After 1 week, I called them. I said, go back to school. This is the money for 2 weeks. Go and rest. You should see more reason why you should focus on your education. But I'm glad you have the mind to work. Don't give up on that. Things will be fine. But the moment Nnamdi Kanu saw our money, he became God. After collecting our money, idiots are coming here to talk rubbish. They just give you recharge card 2,000 naira. You are yapping. You think you can double my spirit? Do you know me? We are talking about Biafra here. You are robbing us, subjugating us, emasculating us. You bring in tribalism and nepotism. Only you, the very thing you confess you are fighting against, you become the architect here in Biafra land, and we should be clapping for you and looking for people to endorse us and then tap us on the shoulder that you are doing good. I have said 100 times, if you are not sincere to this cause, if you are not genuine, my brother, my sister, your love means nothing to me. He just, when he saw the account, Arabandiara, I am God. I can decide who live and who die because I control over 200 million zombies around the world. I can have any place I want to have destroyed to be destroyed. Osetiana, go and destroy Abuja. We're looking at the history, pedigree. And then so we say, Igbos are domineering. Igbos are domineering. But is it true that Igbos are domineering? I don't think so. But if you say Igbos are ambitious, I think you may be right. But why did the pedigree, the history of Igbos are domineering? Igbos are domineering. Even before we born, Hausa don't they cry, Fulani don't they cry, Yoruba don't they cry. Igbos are domineering. Igbos are domineering. My brother, are you domineering? Because me, you cannot domineering me. That is the problem. But let me tell you the area we need to rewrite in that issue. And listen to a word of advice coming from a unique Igbo brother. I don't know who this man is, but I listened to his audio on WhatsApp. And then they were breaking Igbo people's house in Festac Extension, Lagos. And then they have marked out another area in Abuja that they will commence demolition of their property, building. And most of them were going to this Igbo man to beg him, please, you have what it takes. Talk to the government. Let's renegotiate if that is what it takes. Don't let them break my property. The man sent audio to that group and said, Igbo, don't you have sense? You people are very lousy. That is our problem. E-money, 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 obi kubano, obi kubano, obi kubano. This is how you people will sing their praise and sing them to death. He said, why are we like this? We praise ourselves to the extent that we allow people to be jealous of us. And then we become their target. Each time you hear Igbos are domineering, Igbo is their domineering. This is the fruit and manifestation of inferiority complex. Those who know that by nature you are greater than them, they cannot undo you. But the only way to get to you is to destroy you through jealousy. Only those who are jealous will tell you that. Jealousy. But in the first place, we are the one who started it. In those days, when Igbo musicians sing a song, like Osadebe, to mention but a few, Oliver the Coco, I was talking about in those days, not all this new generation. If Osadebe was still alive now, maybe he would be singing rap, Igbo rap, like Fino. No. I was still very young then. My father played most of this musician, this Igbo musician, Oriental brothers, to mention but a few. There is one of them, he say, I can't sing it very well anyway. But those of you who are in the know, you know, there is one song, you say, if you listen to that song, some of them, if you wanted to commit suicide, you won't commit suicide. If you wanted to do evil, you won't do evil. But then that history was wiped out, and then we replace it with another one. And so when we sing today, how do we sing? Igwe Kala, Ohamadike Nandekano, Nwa Chineke, onye na-agwa Chineke ogo gejiputezi na-eti mkpu ndị ohi. We praise ourselves to our detriment. These things are causing problem for us. If you know the amount of wealth Dangote control, if you know the amount of wealth Dangote control, I can well tell you that there are a lot of Igbo people richer than him. You will never hear their name. Have you seen Ojukwu father on the pages of newspaper? Do you know what he has? This were who we are, not the rubbish. Just buy motor 20 million naira, build one hotel in 18. Most of your wealth won't even come home. Because our history, our pedigree is not being defended. Where is Charlie Rose? Where are those millionaires of 80s and early 90s? Where are all of them? Ezego one of Ehiala. I always pass his building. If you dash me now, I'm not going to take it. But from Abo, when we hear of Ezego, because my immediate younger brother was born in Okeja. And so anytime we go around there, we always go to see the house. Should I begin to mention houses? And so each time you hear them make use of Igbo Adominiare, it is because they notice your greatness. But you were very loud in letting them see your greatness. There are families that control the wealth of this world. You don't even know their names. We are very loud. They fight for Biafra. They give us swagger. See, prisoner of conscience. How many million naira clothing wear there? Now, Kafari Nelson Mandela, they wear for 27 years. If not 30 years. Or more. Will they do fine boy? Freedom fighter, fine boy. Why won't people be jealous of you? And then you say, when you see anybody doing well, you become jealous. Let us defend our pedigree. When we say defending our pedigree, sometimes they will say, oh, Igbo can't rule themselves. Of course, each time I'm using Igbo, I'm talking about Biafrans. If you like, get sense. If you know, like, no, get sense. Igbo can't rule themselves. Igbo can't rule themselves. Igbo can't rule themselves. But we have had record of few communal crises. Most of which started after Obasanjo did carry out the program of Josara Structural Adjustment Program, Boundary Adjustment Program. Most of them are still in court today. But it's not our history. We have always ruled ourselves. I don't think there was any surveyor in my village when I was a child. But then when I'm moving from my community to another community, my younger brothers, cousins, nephews, who are even much younger than me, we say from here go now our boundary. So here now we enter another community. And then they will say, now so this community they behave. But they are all descendants from one man. So who gave them principle, value? Who gave it to them? And each time they say Igbo can't rule themselves. With the present platform for agitating of Biafra, it's obvious maybe we can't rule ourselves. But this is not the truth. We only need to adjust, make a little U-turn. We are on the right track already. We set up a structure, a transparent structure, but then it was shadowed in mystery because we start having meeting after meeting. Yes, we had a perfect structure, but it was instituted to target some individuals. Yes, we confess it, we profess it. But it was actually designed to favor some and destroy some. And then we go back to Arochukwu issue. For almost 1 year, I couldn't rest. Everywhere I am now, the Kanu is calling me. Yeah, ONYIBE, where are you now? I said, I'm here, sir. He said, okay, have you been to Arochukwu? I said, no. He said, drop everything you are doing. Drop, go to Arochukwu. Go to Arochukwu. ONYIBE, go to Arochukwu. ONYIBE, go to Arochukwu. This man knew I'm a reverend. But for the sake of Biafra, we violated our conscience. But we have said to God, it is better we commit this little sin to make sure good truth prevail in the end. We are ready to go to hellfire because of all of you. If that is what it takes to get Biafra. Most of you don't know how determined you are. Even Nnamdi Kanu don't know. He has made his mistake before he realized the truth. Forget about the position you are seeing today. By the end of this journey, no lechane kamari eshoku. Where Jingwe Kwesi. ONYIBE, have you been to Arochukwu? ONYIBE, have you been to Arochukwu? I remember the last time I told him, sir, you sent me to Enugu. No, I left home about 2 weeks now. You asked me to go to Owerri. From Owerri, I moved to Enugu. We just rounded up our discussion in Enugu. You asking me to go to Delta Warri. And the people who are going to have the meeting are already waiting for me. And I'm on my way. He said, okay. Just go have the meeting. Once you round up from that meeting, you have to go to Arochukwu before you go home. I said, noted. And I called the people and I said, I will not be able to meet up today again. Let's postpone this meeting till tomorrow. Which they gladly accepted. And then from around Warri, I was in Warri already. I called the volunteer enemy. And I called another volunteer in charge of Igwocha. I said, I'm on my way, Arochukwu we go. They have chartered a taxi for me. The first time they chartered taxi for me in Johi. To take me to Arochukwu. Anyway, I'm grateful. Because now Molu for enter. And we got to Arochukwu. While everybody was by one side of water taking oath, they brought keke motorcycle that night and carried me to another part of the village, inside another bush, to another shrine. So that night I took 2 oaths in 2 different shrines. So thunder fire all your generation. When you call me Sabo, thunder fire all your family. All your generation will rot. When you call me Sabo, with this oath we took, we shall know whether God is just or not. Idiot, we don't know anything, they talk rubbish. And then we finished taking this oath. Those of us in the Kanu have prepared to destroy, forgetting that you cannot kill who God have not killed. He stopped the oath. No more oath taking. Double standard. How can you rule yourself when you have double standard ruling the people? Well, I never know it at the enter. I punk, get ready. I know you said that minding gossip radio, give us the next way forward. We will give you. We are doing a lot of things. The de facto government are doing a lot of things. We can't tell you so that you not sabotage it because it's in your blood. Most of you are punk. We can't tell you. We are doing what we are supposed to do. Most idiots, even the one they plant inside the Biafra Nation Alliance, they don't even know what we are doing. The Solomon Ebo don't even know what they are doing. To mention but a few. Tonight, it is my privilege to tell you, as I'm talking to you now, I am the Secretary General of the Biafran de facto customary government. I say I am the Secretary General. You get the point now. As I'm talking to you, I am the head of administrator, Biafra Nation Alliance, as I talk to you now. It's a privilege because I was nominated, not because I was most brilliant or better than any of you. You can't go forward until you It's your hero, it's your hero. You people don't know atrocity. Onyamiraro. May God have mercy on all of us. Now they cannot start blaming trouble. No more Aruchuku. Don't go to Aruchuku again. Stop the Aruchuku. Chinasa was everywhere. I have told you. Once Chinasa keep coming to your inbox, bro, know you are the next sheep to the slaughter. Because I insist, everybody must go to Aruchuku. People like Okpangbo and others, they start saying, it's not a Nnamdi Kanu, it's a Judge ONYIBE that is sending us to Aruchuku, it's not a Nnamdi Kanu. They change the narrative. The same way some zombie are jumping up and down. This trouble, Nnamdi Kanu don't know, leave him alone. He said Nnamdi Kanu. I told Chinasa, we must go to Aruchuku. All of you went to Aruchuku. I have all your list. I even paid for some people, some media people who don't have money, for 4,000 plus. And when Nnamdi Kanu give the order, I say no, all of us must go to Aruchuku. He sent Chinasa Nworu to me. Onyendu say no more Aruchuku. Some people are pastor. They don't like it. They are religious leader. Oh, Kwande Shabbatarian and Rabatarian. No. So when you hear the lunatic telling you Sunday sit at home, no more church, it's because their own religious of Hebrew, they worship on Saturday. But you people are not figuring it out. And I told Chinasa Nworu, go and ask Nnamdi Kanu, what am I? If Shabbatarian and Orobotarian, St. Bottles and Kaika ministry of Nnamdi Kanu, they are spiritual, they don't go to Aruchuku. What am I? All the pastors have encouraged, let's do these things. What will I tell them, Chinasa Nworu? Go and tell Nnamdi Kanu. Chinasa Nworu went and came back and said, Onyendu say, okay, be doing it small, be doing it small. And then he raised up a useless witch they call Hallelujah Nwachuku. Build a temple for her in Aruchuku. They call it Igwe Kala. And so when you tell them, go to the Shrine Abenopabe, they will go to Aruchuku. They will kill ram, chop pepper soup, come back. We are going to Aruchuku. When I go out with my brother, then go poison me. I say, the person with me with and take out now, they poison me so. And now begin to investigate and discover that they were not going to Igwe Kala to do oath. Now the Kanu sister that is a police was even part of the whole rubbish. Thought that we go fire all of now. And most of you blame me for it. How can you lead us now where you have double standard? That is when I know there is problem. Because there are some iPunk that have license to kill you. No oath is guiding them. And some of us should tie us with oath. Thunder fire that oath. Thunder fire that oath. So if thunder go fire that oath, what thing go do you? You will be alive and you will rot. Jajaja wonwa. Jajaja wonwa o. Jajaja wonwa. Oreja no book order. You don't get what you are doing. These things are histories. These things are pedigree. We must stop it. We should get to a level where we come out. Respect people's opinion. Respect their view. Because there is always two sides to every coin. Hear from both sides before you start yapping. Shame on all of you who come out here and you attack Mazu Choka from before. For matters you know nothing about, don't worry. Nnamdi Kanu will answer the call when the time comes. You people were telling, oh, Asari is a pig, Asari is a this one, Asari is a this one. Shebi you see he's ready to fight dirty with all of you. Hopeless people. We are going to be in the same Biafra. So a lot of things is being done. We must move ourselves from this evil enclave called Nigeria. We must do everything. But we understand that there is need to sanitize our mental faculty, or else we are in trouble. And so having said this, the only way to defend and rewrite is to make sure we begin to checkmate all these accusations that have been given to us. This aspect of our life must be considered if we want to make a headway in in this agitation project. Not just because this issue can change our life, but because progress is impossible without change. And so those who cannot change their mind cannot change anything. Biafrans, if you want to see progress, you must expect change. Change from blackmailing your brother. Change from Yahoo freedom fighting. Change from betrayal. Zombie now the cannot change from eating your brother. Zombie fake politicians. Today you are Nigeria, tomorrow you are sponsoring armed struggle, Malaysia group. Change. That is why we need to do that. Those who cannot change their mind, they cannot change anything. I'm not talking about Buhari change or APC change. And so in conclusion this evening, let us understand that the way to start to rewrite our pedigree is by making sure that we are not what they say that we are. Very, very important. Very, very important. At this moment, our lines are open. And if you are able to access the line, you are free to call in and make your contribution. And if you are not able to access the line and you have access to my social media platform, my personal private social media platform, you can also call from on any of those platforms to make your contribution. And of course, in no way, very soon we may be rounding up. The numbers to call now that the lines are open is direct line is 081-221-52971. 081-221-52971 is our direct line. I repeat again, 081-221-52971. That is our direct line. And then the WhatsApp line is 070-815-456-42. 070-815-456-42. That is our WhatsApp line. And so, like I said, if you're not able to access them, you can call me on my personal private media social platform, maybe WhatsApp and any others. I'll be back in a minute.
I called for the creation of the sovereign state of Biafra. It is within my right.
Yes, of course. I think I have a caller on the line. Let's see who we have. The caller on the WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp.
Good evening from here.
Yes, Nwa Father. Sorry, Obro Nwa Chineke, Nwa Father. Welcome to the program. Good evening from here.
You better to answer my father than what you now.
I'm telling you, Nwa Fathers are the genuine people. I can tell you, I can assure you that. Go ahead, please.
Thank you very much for the good work you are doing for Biafrans and humanity in general. Some will not appreciate it until when they will not see us anymore, because the journey that we have taken upon ourselves is not like a normal journey that we all used to know. It has gone from bad to worse, and it's even getting more tedious. People don't even understand what is coming. I'm just assessing our land spiritually, what is going on. the latest news of attacking Christianity in our land. That was their initial agenda when Nnamdi Kanu leave the struggle he was supposed to fight for and start preaching Bible. That was where the devil caught him below the belt. And that was where they set that trap for him. Everybody will be thinking maybe he lost his way just by taking bribe or ego or no. He overstepped his boundaries. Spirituality is very, very complicated issue. And Mazi Chokafa told him, that area is no good area. Don't go there. He warned him, don't go there. We are not at war with religion. We are fighting for liberation of the people of Biafra, not liberation of Muslim to Christian or Christian to Judaism or Judaism to... is not the war we came to fight. But will he listen? So he decided to interpret the Bible for Shabbatarian, to interpret the Bible for Pentecostals, and also interpret the Bible for the Catholics. He wants to be jack of all trades, and at the end of the day, he's the master of none. Look at where he is today. Ajoite Ogwokobasidosa could not save him from being delivered to the hands. Because when they come to take his own, he doesn't need permission. Just like when God wants to take his own, he needs permission from nobody. So, and you that is following him, Nnamdi Kanu is our leader, is our Lord. He has not betrayed. Wazirike has betrayed. Nnamdi Kanu has never betrayed. I am asking you, I keep on asking you, Wazirike betrayed? Yeah.
Are you still there? Of course, network issues. But then let's see if we can still get him back. And so the people of Biafra must understand, the truth cannot be overemphasized. It is as simple as ABCD. We must fight to defend and to rewrite our pedigree. Very important. And when this is done, we can be able to successfully go home. That is the only time we can go home. But until those issues are addressed, we cannot continue deceiving ourselves. We cannot continue playing with the mindset of our people. We cannot change the narratives to the detriment of our people. And of course, what we are encountering at this moment is a network issue. But let's hope in few time it will be stabilized. It's not always very easy to access network from the side of the town. But what do? We continue making efforts to ensure our people know this truth. And while I'm waiting for my network to return, I will continue and then bring in our brother back if it is possible. Those of you in Ebonyi State, you must watch out for ESM and unknown gunmen. Now they cannot have told you practically that if you join a Bubago, they will kill you. There are some politicians some members of the Senate who are canvassing, telling you Bubago is killing you. Stop Bubago to your own peril. Bubago is doing fantastically well. Bubago is defending the people of Ebonyi. Because now they can ordinarily want to destroy Ebonyi State because of Simeon Ekpa. But Simeon Ekpa is nobody. We don't even know him in Ebonyi State. Huh? So why will you destroy him, even though he's the chairman of Ebonyi State? Why will you have to destroy him, to destroy Ebonyi, just to get to him? And these are supposedly the people who are looking for Biafra. Everything we said Nigeria was doing to us, we are now the one doing it. They are killing us, they are killing us, we are now the one killing our people. For how long are we going to continue in that pattern? For how long? Everybody must open their eyes. Forget about the deception. Forget about the drama. Forget about all those activities. Most of you who fail to reason, you will suffer it. They are pointing you one by one. They will come to your house and demolish it and burn it. These are properties of your father. You never even build your own. They burn your father's house, then you run and go and begin to squat. If they did not kill you in the process, what will happen is that you will be abandoned. Chinas and Wolu will not call you again. When you call and say, bro, don't worry, I'll get back to you. We don't abandon you. That is how all of them will abandon you. Call me, make I show you mugus like you that have been abandoned. They call me every day. Because what I punk does is, when you call them and tell them you are in trouble, they will tell you, we have given Judge ONYIBE money. Call Judge ONYIBE to give you the money. And some people were calling me from the prison. One of them, I told him, don't worry, I will look for how to talk to the leadership of IPOB so that they look into your matter. That's it, but Oga no understand though. The way they call you self, you just they turn me around. Now the money we then give you to give me, now they ask for. And I said to him, is that what they told you? Anyway, because you are in prison, let me spell it out for you. I've been expelled almost 2 years ago from IPOB. And so how possibly could they give me expelled money to give you in the prison? They are blackmailing me. That is what Chinas and Wulu and Nnamdi Kanu is doing. And zombies and idiots who don't know what is going on. They will tell you, no, you are a saboteur. No, when Biafra come, you will not enter Biafra. Hey, you are evil. Oh, very unfortunate set of brainless zombies fighting for Biafra. We continue to tell you the truth. But make una no let them they spoil our name. Make una no they spoil our image. And my brother Aslem is back. Can you hear me, brother?
Well, I can hear you.
Yes, you are back now. You can go on, please.
All right. As I was speaking before, my main focus was on the issue of Nnamdi Kanu and Wazirike. The way our people are singing the praises, Wazirike betrayed, Wazirike betrayed. I asked the question, have you ever heard Wazirike say it is no longer fighting for Biafra? The answer was no. Do you still see him proclaim Biafra? Even having meetings with Biafran flags surrounding him, and still see him? Say good. There's no perfect being on earth. But let me tell you, if Wazirike has committed any crime at all regarding this struggle, Nnamdi Kanu has committed that crime times 10. And is even committing more. So, shall we leave the person who is on our neck now, destroying us, and start looking for someone who might have made mistake in the past and who might have acknowledged his own mistakes, and leave the person who has refused to acknowledge that he has ever made a mistake. He said he's always right because God sent him. Like that devilish woman in hiding somewhere calling himself Nelly, telling you that he was born to restore Biafra. They are trying to use the same strategy now they can use. But let me tell them, even Simon, but let me tell you, both of you, you stay there small. If you know waiting on the kind of juju where that man don't do in this process of Biafra, you're not going to say that they don't work. There is nothing you art. You also get the what is your art movie. Ki whether art anything and the kind of art. That man has sold his body and soul to the devil. That is why now he doesn't care. It doesn't matter. If like let everybody die, it's not his business. But some of you are claiming God sent you now. Because now they can't claim God sent him. Where is the 100 men? That we are, it's only 100 men that will restore Biafra. So all of you animals that has been dying for a long time, you are not up to 100. Or it's not those type of people he needs to restore Biafra. It's a pity that a pig fall inside a pit. It's very painful that majority of our people, out of stupidity and self-pride, why must I listen to you? They are busy sheepishly following the path that will lead to their eternal death. It will be even better. It's not in my place to say this. Whoever die supporting Nnamdi Kanu and his evil, knowing fully well that this man is committing a lot of atrocity and you supported him, if you die on the process, you go to hellfire. They are eating the meat of your brothers. You sack entire community in Imo State in the guise to claim kingdom, powerful people. You give order. Someone, I think he gave order. Wednesday is the lockdown. I don't know which Wednesday he's talking about. All these people who are giving order, tell them to come back home and supervise their orders. The money that should be used to liberate our people from the hands of enemies are used now to blackmail each other. They are raising fund for ESM. They are raising fund to blackmail each other. Careful for her boy and her family here when they live large and abroad. Give a bushmeat in our Paris anymore here. ESM or non-government the formidable. This where send you. You know the formidable, Abby. Now you way hunger the wire for Nigeria. Now you the formidable. You go get a charge card in 18. And when kids born like first take promises that will never any day you ask them about the promise they made to you, you know your time is up. You want to send the big job operation the DSS it's as simple as that. That has been the method being used in IPOB. When your services are no longer needed, you know, if you are listening to that man on air, you see, when he feels that your services are no longer needed, those days we think is speaking out of intellectualism. We don't know that your services is finished, is that all use and dump. Have you asked yourself, check the whole structure of IPOB? Only few individuals in the DOS are old members in IPOB. Have you asked yourself, before you become a coordinator in a unit or in a zone, who was the former coordinator in that unit or in that zone? Where is that person now? Where are those people that brought you into this struggle? Where are they? All of them now are saboteurs. You that they brought in. I'm watching it. BIAFRA. I really don't understand how we manage to lower ourselves to has managed to manipulate the brain of even so-called professors simply because of their myopic mindsets. They think that somehow they will use the advantage of IPOB as he made them to understand and gain more political grounds. Somebody like Abaribe, shame on you. In Abaribe, he had me boogie. Shame on to you. Come out and tell the world what you have achieved since you become a politician, deputy governor, senator for more than 16 years. Come out and tell the world. Tell Biafrans what you have done for them. When you go to the Senate, you'll be telling them stories. Now go to newspaper. They are from Abia State, right? Tell me the state that Abia State is better than in the whole of Biafra land. Just mention one state that Abia State can compete with in the whole of Biafra land. Does that mean that Abia State don't have what it takes to be among the best? The answer is no. They have. What it takes to be the best is there. Aba has got talents, and they are also part of Niger Delta. And extra allocation from oil. Yet, an Abia man cannot hit his chest today and tell you I'm from Abia State. I'm proud of my state. Now I'm asking you, Nnamdi Kanu, you are from Abia State. You leave your state, which they say charity begins at home, where you're supposed to start. Assuming what you are doing in Imo State with a non-government is good. What you are doing in Ebonyi State with a non-government is good. Why can't you use that strength to develop your state so that others will learn from what you have managed to put together Because charity begins at home. Please, if you are from Abia State, don't take it personal. Nnamdi Kanu is your sons. His spiritual son from Baka. One of that boy. Call him to order. If you can't call him to order, una supria no kesi ememgbegbo. Nwata na-alụ amapia n'obodo. He has committed abomination. The worst thing that has happened to Igbo race is cannibalism that was initiated in Imo State. Nwanne na-eri anụ nwanne. Anyị na-azọ Biafra. We are fighting for Biafra. We are fighting for freedom. Cannot stop it. If we cannot stop this evil, the punishment will not be for one person. Makufuaka mano. Do not think that it does not concern Obasarogi. If we find many more states, we'll reach other states. If we don't stand together now and fight it, most especially now they want to interfere with Christianity. I bet you. Go and ask. Go to the history and find out why the people of Israel went into slavery several times. And you come back and tell me if you are prepared to be a slave. This thing we are complaining of marginalization will be a child's play. If we don't fight this evil now, it's going to be a modern day slavery. And the consequences will be dire. I don't want to talk too much about this because we have nothing to talk about apart from dismantle anything that has to do with Nnamdi Kanu and his criminality in our land. Anything that is connected to Nnamdi Kanu is evil. Dismantle it, disassociate yourself from it. But if you continue to play allegiance to that evil, that son of Lucifer, I bet you, not only you will regret it, but your generation will be there to cry and say, my papa or my mama, why you dey see this kind thing, you allow them, make it happen. What did you do? How did you put us in this problem? Because it's a generational cause.
Yeah, but thank you for your good work.
Thank you very much, my brother.
For you, the fans all over the world, may we live to see this freedom.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Of course, the truth cannot be overemphasized. The people of Biafra must understand our standpoint. Some of you will think, oh, it should have been this way, it should have been that way. Honestly, what you're saying is okay, but we know the problem. We can solve it. And we are in the process of achieving our aim and target. Not deceive. I'm joined by our daddy in the Lord. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can. My Reverend.
Good evening, sir.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. And good afternoon from here, my brother. You are doing very well. And thank you for having me. Dear friends, this is your brother, Obidio Bieno. I am from Oba. Oba. It's in Onitsha province of Biafra land. I want to thank you, my brother, once again. I'm not praising you. But when you may for the man, I say thank you. And I want to appreciate my brother Anselm, who do well. Because I didn't know he would get in here before me while you are calling for number. But he had said so many things here. But I'll try as much as possible to put in a few things here. But Anselm, you did very well. Please, I urge you to do this more often. Because you're kind of talented in it. And God has given us all these gifts for a reason. It's for the equipping of the ministry and for the building of the Church of Christ. Thank you very much. My brother, you're doing a very good job. Dear friends, here we are again, and we must thank God for this day. And of course, be glad and joyful, regardless of anything. The scripture says for us to be thankful always. My Reverend, you said so many things this afternoon, and one of which touched me here. When you were talking about the too much of a praise now, the accolades. Ukafa, nebu wanketa, aitoninu. Okay, Ukafa nebu wanketa. And Ukafa, that name, those names are what is bringing into our lands. Even the enemies now know that they are now tagging into those names we give to ourselves and we call ourselves to say that Igbos are domineering. Because everyone I know, and I forget, Michael, anywhere we are, an echo. One person, I don't know how many names they are having right now. You know, from honorable to sir, to Onunekulu Africa, Obata Okwase Igbo, and all kinds of names. And we don't know what we are doing. No more thing, Eleanor. Other groups that we are merged in with in that contraption, they have limitations. Most of these people in the north, highest you can give them is Elijah. Elijah somebody. You can or call them Mister, they keep moving. But these are the people that really have all those things that we are trying to make ourselves to be. For instance, you gave an example with Elijah Dangote, right? That is the richest in Africa, richest in everything. I mean, richest, when we say richest, we talking about, it's just comparing. Because there's no way you can compare him. Do you know that guy has monopoly, not just in Nigeria, but in the whole Africa.
The whole Africa. Any country he enters, he waves his influence the same way he would do in Nigeria.
That's right. So he has the whole money in Africa. So when people are saying, if I say to compare him or richest, that's a kind of understatement. That guy doesn't know sub-Dangotes. What I mean sub-Dangotes are people that are his managers or directors in so many things that he controls. Stinkingly rich. That you don't hear all these big names in them. The oil wells in the contraption called Nigeria, I don't know how many Igbo people have oil well. I think they gave out That is one. Obolo Ozibondo. One out of so many oil wells. He became Ozibondo. And I don't recall who else has one. Okay. But you see how these people have kept us going. Some of, this is a example of people who have lost their senses, have lost everything. Our culture is gone, even though they're now bringing all kinds of igomwa in the name of culture. But the culture is not about you because I'm not talking or not. Culture has to do with the way people behave. And I know you cited Osaribe and Oliver, which I partially agree or disagree.
No, I said because in the beginning, towards the end, all of them compromise. At the initial stage.
Yeah, at the initial stage. Yeah, Oliver, I'm not some of these guys from Aguilera, up to tomorrow, the make sense. But today, all praise singing, and that this thing started right after the war. And how people have not thought about stopping this. And these are the areas that they organize up and down. Because they can do a cultural, they call themselves, what do they call themselves again? Apex Igbo social cultural Apex. But they are not doing anything. I saw one write-up, one of their secretaries. No, okay, he's now telling the diasporans to come back and start doing the education. And I just want to tell him he's partially right, but at the same time, Mazi Isigizo, you are listening. There's something they call synergy. Okay, that is what most of the time, when people are in parts, they have no strength to fight themselves or fight collectively. They form synergy, they come together and do the fight. The only thing I can tell you or support what you said is because I believe we are listening to most of these amateur bloggers that is all over the place now. By the way, do you know that there is a State of Nation address today? My reverend.
Yes.
There was a State of Nation address.
And they do fundraising.
And we did after fundraising. Now after the other they were on the radio for more than 10 hours, collecting $200 and $100. I donated for my freedom, and I'm thinking, and our enemies are even scorning and laughing at us. $200, and I thought, okay, well, or to do whatever. I don't know what in the world has bewitched our people. Even if you want to fight and you want to make donations, is it not supposed to be willing? Is it not supposed to be clandestine? This idea of fundraising was forbidden in IPOB. This is this fundraising thing is just when the evil had come inside this man, just like Anselm said. Fundraising. Okay, well, have we been doing fundraising? People were still contributing enormous money. It's not coming out on the radio and it's disgracing the entire Biafrans and name of fundraising. Now the world is even laughing. The world is laughing at us because the whole thing is so dramatic that sometimes it's just like you. If I want to have fun, I watch. It's just like laughing. Okay, these people have just degraded the entire group of people to nothing. Now we have a state of nation where Chifra for Wazirike was being a kind of demeaned, and Elijah Saleh Dakobo is being demeaned. Just to show that they are now controlling the nation, and of course, today we now know the dragon we are talking about. So Nnamdi Kanu has entered into a dragon. Did that make sense to you? We now know that somebody now is a dragon. So when Nnamdi entered dragon, we didn't know where he was entering. Now we know. Okay? It's so appalling and so heart-wrenching to see these things happening today. And we call that freedom fight. I love what Anselm said about Chifra for Wazirike. Has he stopped fighting for Biafra? Everybody that have eyes and ears. It was just last year, about 3 months ago. They went out and did their thing. The flag of Biafra that have ceased to be raised in Biafra land was seen in the big sizes. And everything was done peacefully. Everything was done orderly. Okay? And for somebody to be talking that the Chifra for Wazirike betrayed Biafra, I don't understand where the betrayal is coming. When he is still the one that is raising the banner at home. And they can say anything. I would blame Chief for that because my answer na onye na-egwu egwu nwa ọkụkọ na-ebute akpana. Ọ bụrụ na ọ pụtara na-eme vidio na ọ na-asọpọt na na-ekwu in their favor, I believe by now they would have left him alone. And I hope he's learning from all these things not to be an elder statesman he is and stay away from this egwu nwa ọkụkọ. Okay? And they are tagging on also the chancellor of the de facto customary government, talking about that. I hope that these idiots that are doing this thing goes back to know when Asare says that enough of this nonsense. Because Asare was there helping them, helping us. Let me not exclude myself right now. He has not hidden himself by saying that he trained people. He has not said that he has not hid himself from saying that he supported. He was out there on the video where he said that he was calling on Chief Rav for all of us to support what this criminal was doing, thinking that the criminal was sincere because he has taken this campaign to another level. It was the campaign he was praising, not saying that he's going to be the leader of Biafrans. Okay? And all of a sudden, the Leviathan that thinks he can challenge God came out to say that the state of Biafra will be only Judeo-Christians. And I started working up. Is that not where the problem started? Okay, after he was warned severally to desist from issues about religion, that we are not fighting religion. Here in the United States, people worship Satan, and they make it clear they worship Satan. You can't do anything about it. People worship whatever they want to worship. But the point is that there is a law that controls everything. If you're Catholic and you go against the law, they will pick you up. The law enforcement will pick you up, and you're going to go in for it. If you're whatever you are, you don't use your religion, because the religion is separate thing. Religion and state is separate entities. You don't touch religion. You don't touch the state. Does not have anything to do with controlling how people try or worship or practice. But the religion cannot impinge on the state laws or violate state laws. Okay? And that's where the problem with Asare, because Asare is a Muslim. Okay? He's a Muslim. Does he make Asare a terrorist? As people, whenever people hear about Muslims, they think that everybody is a terrorist. No, he does not make him a terrorist. It's just that he wants to worship that way. That's what he believes that he can worship through. By the way, I know a lot of us cannot get out of this thinking that Muslims are this and that, and they want to Islamize you. But most of you, how many thousands of Nigerians are on the streets of Dubai right now, sleeping on the streets? They want to Islamize you. But you're going to those places that are primarily Muslims, and they are giving you a job, they are pitying for you, they are letting you be with them in their society. So how can somebody that he has a common sense be trolling or playing with religion? Just like this criminal, he thought he had arrived. He can now do the work he wants to do by subverting Christianity and subverting everything and bringing his Kedivan on up where in Kamanos.
Shabateria, Arabateria.
Okay, not even it's not even a Jewish. My brother, that guy is not practicing Judaism, because in Israel today there are predominantly the people practice Judaism. Do you know that Muslims are there? Do you know that Christians are there? Do you know? Okay, they cohabit because the state of Israel is the state of Israel.
Some of the best Christian literature authors are from Israel. Derek Prince is from Israel.
Everything
they have not bound
most of them, they have not bound Christianity. There are people that says they're Orthodox or whatever. The guy Banwenu Usu guy for here. So he's not even. He doesn't practice Judaism, because what they are doing, what he was teaching them, and what they are doing at home is not near Judaism. Okay? Because there's religious tolerance for anybody that says they fear God. You must have that in mind. It's not for you to, judge anybody or to run over somebody because you feel that this is your God. Time has gone. When that era, people stone you to death because you don't believe what they believe. And he brought the same mentality. By the way, have you not heard that they chased him out of Israel? Did I say?
Of course,
with his mouth.
They gave him ultimatum date to leave.
You need to find the broadcast. you know, sometimes that thing that runs in his head wouldn't hold him to keep such secret. He was chased out of Israel. The apartments we paid in Israel for, the office we paid thousands of dollars for, was not utilized for a month, for a week. Okay, so he was chased out, but nobody knew this. Okay, so he created the problem he created between him and ONYIBE because of religion. And ONYIBE has always warned him about religion. Stay away from this topic that is not going to do anybody good. And I've always told him, I'm a Christian. You can't take that away from me. Whatever you think, because my personal experience, my personal contact with the way God has treated me through the same belief system, you can't change it. Who are you? Okay, and here we are now, messed up. A lot of people are worshiping dragon. A lot of them are dragons by themselves. A lot of them now become the disciple of human beings just because of chicken feed. They go, lay conscience, lay everything. They are chasing the shadows. Now we saw lead counsel on yesterday posted. He told them that no matter go sword, no matter sword through St. Christian. Okay, the people that gave you sword, the people that gave you that sword or handed you over to the sword about the car in the Indiana Savannah restaurant. Why have they not delivered the people? Many with a sword, why people are suffering every day and they soon on the mother Melly Council. I mean, what is the problem? Can you pattern you as far as this group of people that are hyping up? Because I'm not going to say that generally we don't have common sense. Yeah, there are a lot of people that have common sense going about their businesses. But that's why this nonsense, this subculture must be subdued. It doesn't matter what happens. It must be put to an end. Nandekano, I will say, has done his bidding. The Bible where Anselm said about professors following him, nobody is following him except for these miscreants. People came out because of the love for freedom. Myself, for one, I came out for the love of freedom. When I noticed that were problems, that's when I said, no, this is not what I came to do. The video, the voicemail is there. So some of these people, you see that they are not coming out because they are, you see, and when they were petty mind, regardless of your education. Okay? The part of the suffering I'm working about, those people that has petty mind. It doesn't matter how much they are in school and the professors they are. They were unable to see through what is going on. They came out, threw their weight on this charlatan, this criminal, and because of their influences as well, a lot of people hopped in. That's what is happening. That's why it seems like this is gonna not end, but it's gonna end someday. And I'm gonna tell you, one of the World Igbo Congress here cannot run away from it because they were here all this time. And then last minute, because of like I said, petty mind, because of a few choreographed and stolen guns, choreographed army with stolen guns. They thought that Biafra is right here. They want to come in and overtake anything. Petty minds. They were not able to evaluate what is going on. Even when we were out there crying and saying that this is wrong, that you cannot continue in this one, they didn't reach out to say, what is going on? What are you guys saying? But they thought they have arrived. And I usually call them and now we are making calls for people to volunteer. Let us redo these things. Let us, because we haven't gotten freedom in the first place, and we are not checking out. We are not going to give up. Okay, because this, okay, the same problem is there. It has not changed. It's even worse now that we are now witnessing our villages, homes in our villages, and people are being set on fire. Nah, this is another era, and it's growing. It's growing. Then we have a group of people that come out and tell the Nigerian terrorist government to keep coming, that they are going to do this. And when the terrorist time may come, what do? They go in the villages and set homes on fire. Then I see about go somewhere. That is the problem. And I think that all of us, both you that is not part of IPOB or does not want BIAFRA or whatever, have issue to collect similar situation. And I'm so going about their businesses, so they cannot come and boast about 100% compliance as far as the what is it called? Shit that we're doing. Okay, so many things to talk about here, but I will let it be because I know a lot of people are waiting to call. My Reverend, I want to thank you very much. And before I leave, I must call on people to come out and support Biafra de facto government. We have an agenda to reclaim our area, and that agenda involves your participation, involves being a part of the process in that contraption. This is why we are asking you to go get your PVCs for now. We are not asking you to do anything with it for now. Go and get your PVCs, but stand by. And more importantly, the people in diaspora need to listen and disengage from this thing that I'm seeing right now. That is a sham, it's a disgrace to our people. Now we have somebody coming out and giving you guys a state of nation. I thought that a state of nation address is given when there's a nation. So apparently it is the state of nation of the amateur bloggers. But as much as we undermine what they are doing, they are having a great impact because there are a lot of people who love freedom, particularly the ones that are in diaspora that has had one ugly experience or the other at home, are being deceived, are being confused, and they are supporting this evil. So that's what we're seeing here. Join any pro-Biafra groups. We have continued to emphasize you may join BNC, which is the Biafra National Council, or you can join BIM myself, which is currently still led by Chief Ralph Wazirike. He has not betrayed. He started all this. He's going to finish it. You can join the Biafra National Alliance that is headed by my Reverend here. Join. There we have people that are, make yourself available. I detest using that word join because you're going to bring yourself in. We have people that come here and make announcements, asking you to, directing you on what to do to be a part of it. We have Mbadike from New York does that. Paul does that. So listen to these individuals. We have platforms. Although again, it comes every Monday Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday to educate our people on this, the importance of what we're doing, so we can all come back together collectively and do what we're supposed to do. But as you come, having behind your mind that you must come with truthfulness. You also must come with humility. These are two criteria that is needed for us, because the moment we humble ourselves, the moment we tell ourselves the truth, God in heaven will act on his words and give us what we're looking for. With that, my Reverend, I want to say thank you for giving me this opportunity. May God keep blessing, keep preserving you and your household until Biafra comes and beyond. And I will say to all Biafrans, God bless the people of Biafra, all hail Biafra, and God bless all of us of freedom. Thank you very much, my brother. Ndewo.
Ndewo, sir. Thank you very much for joining me. And of course, our people must understand, it's stage by stage. We will not leave any stone unturned. Our people must know the truth, because it's their right. It is the truth that brought us here, and certainly if we must get home, the truth have to take us home. I'm joined by Ogaranya Obia Diocha. Can you hear me, my brother? You're welcome. Go ahead, please.
I have made the name have been already registered in Anambra State. My father was a politician before he died, and someone took over the name, and the name was well recognized. And I find myself that most of people in this world, you have to take your children to the school of billionaires for your children to be known. But today my voice can be very strong in presidential level, in any level, including governance level. It helped me going to the level of the school of the billionaires. The land of Igbo is very, very annoyed, right? There is abomination going on. This century have been the most terrible century in our life. And people are not saying it. They think that it is a joke. I'm born in the month of February. 12th of February is my day. Bob Marley born in the month of February. We are warriors, true freedom fighters. We never go back. What am I saying? In Delta State, do you have a area from
my uncle, his second son is Okinkwo, his third son is Okafo, then the fourth one is Okurie.
Thank you. Do you know that it's market these days? That is how we come to days. And all the whole people throwing their staff stick on ground. He said, for market days, they have shut down. Abomination to the last. Abomination to the last. My father told me not to join politics. Politics make him to be a secret society man. That if I join politics, I must belong. No political man who is free today. All of them are committed from beginning to the last. They are all secret societies. And they eat snake. The snake is most deadly animal. Who always aggressive. Who don't have conscience for his own fellow person. Snake. I don't know if you're aware of that. If you eat snake, you can never have conscience of any human being. That is the level of the politicians all over the world. These people are most deadly hypocrites to the last. You can never do anything with them to get good things coming from them. What am I saying? They are the one doing it at home. They are the one doing it at home. I thank God that when people are mentioning their leader in hand to call, Then forget that he's somebody who makes him who he is. It's nobody to me. There is a time he used to make broadcasts. When he finished broadcast, morning broadcast, he will call me to ask me, did I listen to the broadcast? Does it sound well? Does he mean well? Me. He called me and asked me. Sometimes I will not answer his call. Are you talking about a fine boy they keep in the village to be looking after their mom and their dad who was not doing anything? Are you talking about even the lawyer who called me on phone? He was crying. January 2017, he was crying that they want to remove him. You know, if you hear my name, you know who I am, you know who is talking. Including Benjamin, all of them. I have nothing to do with them, but they have sinned to the last abomination. Ali is very hot. He will swallow. A lot of people will die this year. They will die like mosquitoes. Do you know there is no more vulture flying in the Igbo now? The native doctor are not seeing it. The prophets or the prophet are not seeing it. The pastors are not seeing it. The reverends are not seeing it. The abomination going on in the land. On Monday, sit at home, they will not talk. They will change all their program. Politicians will change all their program. That Monday, nothing will go on. Who are they playing game with? They are playing the land of their ancestors. They are using to play game of sitting at home. That land will swallow all their generations. They don't know what they are showing there. They don't know the meaning of what they are showing there. To boycotting Afro is a terrible one. They could be doing it at home, but avoid not to be boycotting Afro. That is the highest abomination in Ali now. Ali is very hot. They are not seeing it. Then take all his work. Nothing is work. If you go to that area or that girl they sit at home, they want an aya now. So I have made 3 or 4 the people who have died, they will be in the market, giving course to them one by one that they will never leave. The market, they do not know how the market starts. I don't know if I'm getting what I'm saying, if I'm coming clearly.
Yes, you're coming out fine. Go ahead, please.
In your place, if you have a area from what, you know the people who go to that market, it's old people. It's not the young people market. It's old people. Then we die. My grandmother died at the age of 110 years. He will come from Nkwo. The next morning he died. Nobody knows. He went to Nkwo today. Sleep. The next morning, we didn't see him till 1 o'clock. That is how the man died. He never sick for one day. All of them, they are market in that Nkwo. All the holy base, the one called the base, the one called the chief, all of them keeping quiet. Nkwo will come. They will not talk. They have silent their generation upon. They don't know is what they are doing. They are learning course upon their generation upon. You know what does that mean? Abomination to the last. The land is very hot right now. None of them, no prophet seeing it, no pastor seeing it, no native doctor seeing it, no the mommy water seeing it. All of them, they are no more seeing it. That they care. Nkwo is abomination. That market is older than even all the whole towns in the village, in the east, including in south, all over the Biafras. That is the ancient foundation of the staff, of the origin, of the worshippers. That is where they start. There is something you will do, then we will ask you to go to a cave and do sacrifice. There you have to buy all the things you need to do your rituals. There is some of my mates, some of us who join your societies as of 1993-94. They use their mother. I know some of them now, they are in sick bed. I used to talk to them. When you use their mother, you never know that you will sick. Today they are in coma. They are in stroke. They are no more. They are billionaires, but they are no more enjoying the money. Soon he leave, the children will follow, and everything will gone. Let them think you. Let them think you. Abomination to the last going on in Aligo right now. I am talking about Aligo. Do you know the meaning of vulture? Vulture. Udele. You know the meaning of udele? Vulture. When vulture see blood, he will land. Is it not true? Of course. All the whole people cleaning in Igbo land, all the whole blood flowing. Have you seen udele? Have you seen vulture land to eat anyone? Have you seen? Have you seen? You will see the blood, but you no more see vulture. The vulture have run away from the land. When the vulture run away from the land, is abomination. There is abomination in the land. The vulture disappeared. That is what is happening in Igbo land now. There is no more vulture. If there is anybody, I want people to come and video. Any place where something died, where they see blood, if they see vulture, let them snap it. I want to see. Because all along I have been looking. I never see any vulture again. I don't know if I'm clear for what I'm saying. You help me. If you have seen any vulture, or you don't have this experience as a reverend. You don't have the experience?
Go ahead.
I am asking you, have you ever seen before this, that even if you foul, anything die, you will see vulture will actually land to eat. Is it not true?
That is true. Even all of them, vulture
yes.
for it. But
yes,
no more.
But now, there is no more vulture, and the reverend fathers are sitting quiet, talking, moving like cowardice. That's why this guy, we give him seat, we give him ladder to climb. He said there is nobody in the whole Biafra land. There is nobody there. But you know that I am somebody, because if he is in his own cabinet, I will rubbish him now. I will not give him gap. Man, I just came out here within a couple of months. I find out what they're doing. They will be in their room talking that we are formidable, we are formidable. Where they call meeting, there will be only 4 or 5 people. I know when I look at them, I look at how these people are playing with people's life in Biafra land. Now, if they call meeting here, there are only 2, 3 people. They will talk, we have to raise money. They are no more raising money. And the people who down there have been used with these evil politicians. Politicians are demons, are devils. These people are evil. Let your children finish secondary school WAEC. Do you know why he's gonna get his school certificate? It's 2 years, 3 years to come. He will get school certificate. What kind of country is that? That place is a useless dustbin. A country with 350 million and they can only boast of only 4 factories is a very similar place to be living. And only one man will be coming out and calling himself a wretched man, not a billionaire. I will not say that I'm lucky. He's lucky to speak with me on phone. That is the richest billionaire there. He's a motherfucker. I don't give a damn about all these idiots. They are nobody. I am very, very angry for what the land is very, very hot. The land of Aligo is very, very angry right now as I'm talking to you. It's very, very angry. The ancestors are very, very angry. People are thinking that we are joking. It's not joke. We will fight to the last. Go and check that Asaba woman who was in Asaba, telling you that we are not going back to that country again. That we will fight with our last blood. That woman is more hardcore, more delicate than Ojukwu. I am not fans of Ojukwu right from time. That woman is more delicate than Ojukwu. This woman, this freedom we are fighting, we are not doing chakara, we are not doing guy. This guy have used the brain of innocent one to rubbish the land. And the land will rubbish all of them. For him to all the whole political elites. All of them will be useless. And their children's unborn will be useless. If they do not retreat back, they can only and for Nko. He will come against them seriously. He's coming with fire, and none of them will remain. I bet you, just watch out in the next couple of months and see what will happen. God keep you. Keep passing your message. We are delivering message. That is what we are doing. When God asked me to send message, I will come and deliver my message. This is month of February, and this is the true message. He is the same day, this day, 2019. This guy came out and said, sign and seal that he have called the boycotting of election. I asked him, how can you boycott an election without having meeting with Ansari Dokubo, without having meeting with other people to give them the reason why you want to boycott the election? I said it to all the whole administration of the IPOB. None of them listen. They think that what they're doing is okay. Now, where are them? They are all failed. All of them from the beginning have failed. They have nothing to offer. When you have a child, after 10 years, the child has died. All the whole suffering you suffer for 10 years. You want to begin with another child. No? Now, another wahala. If you live in Europe for 10 years, you know plan. When you go 60, where you're gonna be, man. When you're 60, you're looking for passport, you are dead, you are finished. I am not planning to live in this planet for the 100 years or 200 years. I have left, I have enjoyed enough. If I die today, I die as a happy man, my brother. In my years of 55, 60 years, I will be in my village. I will not stay in Europe. Fuck the money. Nonsense. God bless you and keep you and keep your family. Keep this radio on. We will see what God will still do in your life.
Thank you very
much. In mighty
much.
Jesus' name we pray.
Amen. Amen. Thank you very much. Of course, we are not in a hurry. The idea is to make sure we do the right thing. We must confront every situation and circumstance. Every issue must be reviewed, and nothing but the truth. There is nothing we have asked for, but the truth. Our people must pay attention. We have been entertained on the holy Nollywood session. We have been deceived. Talent display, fashion parade, and so on and so forth. But it's freedom we seek for. And the reason we seek for this freedom is to put an end to the same very thing we are doing to ourselves now. And then who is responsible? Who should be held responsible? And some people would say, okay, let's not talk about net. What do you want to talk about now? Are you a Yahoo? Are you a Yahoo freedom fighter? What exactly do you want to talk about? Let us tell ourselves the truth. Of course, I'm encouraging you as a Biafran. Look for a pro-Biafran group and join. The ones you believe in their ideology, you have to join them. Everybody must come on board. The part of the de facto customary government, like I say, so that you can have your say in their say. Not in their own personal opinion, no. Don't go there. In their say, they will tell you we want to build a house. Then you cannot ask them who owns the house. Why, which type of house? Of course, you ask questions that covers areas of interest. But when they say they are building their own house, that is their house, so leave them alone. No? When I say have your say in our say, not in their say, because every one of us is entitled to our opinion. Those of you in the southeast, Imo State, Ebonyi State, Anambra State, those of you on ground, if you do not put an eye on this criminality going on, we will see what will happen. Nigerian army, that is how they function. They will keep coming to your house one after the other. They will keep burning it. And IPOB will be on social media and say, hey, they are killing us, they are killing us, they are killing us. They burn your family house. At this moment, I'm joined by ONYIBE. Can you hear me, ONYIBE?
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Good evening from here. Thank you for holding on. Go ahead, please.
Thank you, sir. It has been a while. I really want to thank you for the good work you are doing. I did not follow the program from the beginning due to some circumstances, but thank God I just stumbled into it and I overheard all what you were saying. Really, you have said it all. Tonight, I just have some of all these things in my mind that I really want to say on air because many things are happening. Thank God I overheard that the OBNU and Brother Anselm, when they were talking, they have already made my day. I have been too strong, to God be the glory. One thing I just really want to talk about is these things flying on the air. They are always talking about Ebonyi State to do this, Ebonyi State to do that. I really want to send this message to Chinasa Nwuru and his cohort. I know the criminal Idu and the autopilot. Autopilot is from Ebonyi State and precisely. And I know the two of them now are fighting each other to know who will now be in charge of APOB. Autopilot is showcasing himself. That is too much. Chinasa is doing his own that way. And now he wants to bring the mayhem into Ebonyi State so that they will start killing themselves as they did in Imo State. I will just advise them, if he want to go and fight Autopilot or Simon Hepper, he should carry that his ONYIBE to their own village. Let them be doing it there and stop killing our innocent people. Because all this rubbish they are doing, thinking that they are doing good, the evil they are committing will be on their head and their next generation to come. They should stop destabilizing our land. All of them are in abroad. Look at the Autopilot. You went and married a Finland woman. You are there enjoying yourself with your son. How will you feel if that your son and somebody come and get that child killed? And you are there destabilizing your father's land. You think that you have arrived because you people are looking for money. And look at the other person that called herself a woman. Because you are opportune to be in abroad, you are there creating the place you come from. You think that the God of heaven is not watching all of you. The land of Biafra will destroy all of you. And I don't know whether this Biafra you people are looking for, is it only in the 5 eastern states? The other parts are not involved again. So Igbo people, Igbo elders and the elite have lowered them, deleted themselves to the extent that these small rats abroad are not afraid of you people again. They can just get up and do anything they feel like doing. I think in those days, there are places the elders normally go and sit and discuss and make a seal, and it will start happening, just like as your grandmother said. But these days, they have soiled their hand to the extent that they cannot stand their feet and decree a thing, and it will come to pass. In those days, I know that our elders, anything that is an abomination before them, if they just gather themselves together and sit and discuss and send a message, the gods of the land will carry that message out for them. Why is it that they still kept mute and allow ordinary individuals that are making merchandise of this with the blood of our children abroad? They have kept them mute to be doing all this rubbish. Now there is a letter that is flying everywhere. They are now getting closer to their doom because they are now encroaching into churches. They now say that every Sunday now and Monday we be sit at home while they are preparing a way for their Judaized Biafra. Who are there to decide for someone which church which worship to follow? I think they started this thing like play. They kept them mute, and now they have graduated to this level. They will be issuing threats, letters, and even draw their useless gun at the middle of the letter, circulating everywhere. They have the inventory and the audacity to be writing letters to some private schools, telling them not to sing a national anthem, Nigerian national anthem. These people have beaten much what they cannot chew, and our people are keeping them quiet. And like as we normally say, I think this year is supposed to be year of action, not year of much talk. I think we have talked enough. We have talked these talks enough. Everybody have to stand up and start doing the needful. Like Asasari said it the other day, I salute his courage, and I am pleading with him to put it into action. That thing he said, let it not just be saying sick, because it's getting beyond repair. This thing has gotten to the level that people will not, those of us that are on the ground will not bear it any longer. They are creating our land. They are killing our children every minute of the day. They will come out from bush and come and strike or attack stations and run. Police and armies will came with that anger and start destroying people's property and killing innocent ones as well. What kind of evil have these people brought to our land? The gods of our land, are you still keeping quiet, allowing these few individuals to destroy the entire Igbo land? Gods of our land, when will you get up to fight these people back? Are they trying to showcase that they are too much or what? All these people come from different communities. People, all the Igwes and the elders, they know them. The community youths, they know them. How long will it take for people to allow these people to continue doing this? I think it has gotten to the level that all man should stand up and match these people head on. What will it take for all these people to be repatriated home? Let them come home and join the reader. Let all of them come and be at the front and be leading that war. Autopilot will do carry dragon cup. He said now that he is the dragon himself. He will carry dragon cup. He will be jumping up and down like a grasshopper inside his room that a woman prepared for him. Then he feels that he have arrived. Then they will be destroying our land. And look at the other one that calls herself a woman. Now she is trying to repeat or replace or replicate what Ekberima was saying. It was sent by God. Which God sent her? Is he the Amadoha God, or which God? Or is he the God of devil? Which can God sent her? And they have brainwashed the gullibles to the extent that when all these referrals are saying all these things, they will be listening to them. And those that they could not get their spirit tied, they will always so angry about them. The idiot that cannot match her feet on the ground of Biafra, she is there because she was opportune run to that place. She thought that the land is not the same thing. The God of our land, I'm praying morning, afternoon, and night. In Eke, in Odi, in Afo, and Unko, our ancestors must rise and send their spirits to go to whichever place they are and be destroying our land. So you should go and fight that battle for us. You should go and reward these people. Measure for them with the cup they have been measuring to our land. Okay, look at the under bleaching cream lawyer. I laughed and tired when Daddy Obidi said that he looks like people's serving in a China restaurant. I say, Daddy, you just got it right. Look at how some churches are fooling themselves. When all these criminals went and get money looted, either by omission or commission, they will run into the church. They will welcome them because everybody is looking for money. All this rubbish they are doing, everybody is looking for how they will gather their own money and put in their pocket. None of them is fighting for anything of Biafra. And one thing I still want to say is this: all the things that have been flying on social media, there is nothing like any Ebubago person resigning. There are last just lying. According by Ijele, one is just saying all those things, thinking that he will use it to intimidate Ebubago in a boy state or to get them frightened. Whatever that Ebubago does to them, they normally come on social media to turn it upside down and say that they did it to Ebubago. They only striked in a place called Isheke. They thought that they just wanted to come and check to know whether they will be able to penetrate. He sent some of his men, and what they saw that day, they will not use their mouth to explain it. And they let them go and try again. If they think that it will be easy for them to penetrate, they think that the governor of that state is somebody they will play with. Has he ever been compromised with that their stupidity? Let them go there and try it, and there will be always Ebubagi this, Ebubagi is their nightmare now. Ebubagi is their nightmare. They think that they will blackmail Ebubagi the way they blackmailed all the people that were with them in IPONC. Then they will blackmail Ebubagi. They don't know that all of them are well-trained people. They know what they are doing. By the time they do Jangarova finish, let them go there and try them. Whatever they see, they will go and tell their ancestors what they see. They should leave a boy state alone. If they want to fight with autopilot, let them go to their village. Autopilot has no power over the whole Ebonyi state. Let them go to his village and be doing it with him. Since they could not withstand the autopilot they recruited to come and change narrative for them, and now they think that they will carry autopilot message and come and start distracting Ebonyi state people. If they try it, they will not go scot-free. And all this nonsense they are doing, let Asari please hasten up and do what he said. Let these people supposed to be chased out of our land. They have desecrated our land enough. And for the people that are still the ant that is inside the mushroom, eating the leg of the mushroom, let them continue. There is no any hiding place for any evil person. If we are among this struggle and we are not standing firm and you are a double-edged sword, you cannot design the truth and lies, and you allow yourself to be manipulated by somebody that is inboxing everybody, telling people the good side of Ekberema, and you allow yourself to be brainwashed and to be pushed to that level. I pity you, because at the end you will regret the reason why you did that. Because any human being that is still alive and didn't see what is happening, those on the ground that are receiving the heat, they know what they are passing through. And instead of you people to join hands together to make this thing work, to stop all this rubbish, then you will be coming to be poisoning people's mind and antagonizing one another. Anybody that want to bring division into this BNA family the way Prima brought it to IPONC, it will never. Whatever evil seed they want to sow into this BNA family or de facto customary government, anybody that want to sow any evil seed in it, that evil will be that person's portion. It will never be well with that person, unless it is not woman that give birth to man. All this nonsense is enough. Enough is enough. We are sick and tired of it. How long will it take before this nonsense will stop? Somebody will abandon every other thing he have to do in this life only to fight for the good of our people. Then some evil seed will get up and start fighting people that are fighting the genuine cause. But I know God is not a confused God, and our land is still our land. I still strongly believe that tomorrow or next tomorrow, the needful must be done. That's why we are watchmen. We go nowhere. We keep on watching, observing, and praying for our land to be restored. And our ancestors and Chukwokika Biama himself, we do it. We go nowhere. Just to add small for what you've already concluded tonight, I'm very much strong. Bible says, let the weak say I'm strong. So I'm very strong. Thank you for the good works you are doing. Happy New Year, and I say good night from here, sir.
Thank you very much, ONYIBE, for joining me. And of course, on this note, we will bring this evening edition to a close. I want to appreciate all of you who call in to make your positive contribution, ranging from our brother Aselem Udowele, and of course Mazi Ubidi Ubienu, our brother Ogaranya Ubia Diocha, and of course our sister ONYIBE. I once again extend my greetings to every member of the de facto customary government, Biafra Nation Alliance. Go and get your PVC. Go and get your PVC. We are not saying join PDP or join APC. We are simply asking you, go and get your PVC. And of course, you will be hearing from the de facto customary government regarding so much issue. A lot has been going on, believe me. But it is not meant to curry favor or sell personality. I'll be back in a minute.
For the creation of the sovereign state of Biafra.
The land of rising sun, milk and honey of.
Why did you erase the bite of Biafra from the map of Nigeria? Nobody has a right to erase the name, bite of Biafra from the map. Put it back on the map. You have no right to put it back on the map.
Country people, as we prepare for the 2023 general election for inside Biafra land, I won't make you know say bite of Biafra go return back to the world map. But how this one go take happen? It means say you and I will go put hand together, make we go Colombia our voters card, also known as PVC, for effective and peaceful governance for inside Biafra. This message now from Biafra de facto customary government.
I know they do without my father, Lord. malugo Abatobi ekwetego si Biafra bukayo Biafra na ma original Onyabo na malugo Abatobi ekwetego si Biafra na we onu